Good evening, everyone. We're trying something new. This is our first vlog, and here on camera we have Bert Frankfurt. He is taking a trip down the road of comedy and is going to share some things with us. So, Bert, let me ask you, first of all, why comedy?
I gotta say, I've always loved making people laugh. I've always gotten a kick out of it. In my previous career, I had to get up and speak in front of a lot of people, and I had to practice all that stuff, and I wanted to weave some comedic stuff into it, and usually what happens is the redneck bursts loose, and it just kind of disintegrates, and I get the message out, but it's in my style. And I thought to myself, man, if I could just do this and not talk about work, how good would that be?
Absolutely. And talking about friends and family, what kind of support, if any, are you getting from them?
I get a lot of support from them. It's ironic that you said that. Just the other day, I was going to do a set, and I went out on Facebook and I said, hey guys, what should I do? Friends and family, you know me. Should I do one-liners? Should I do stories? Should I do one-liners into stories? Should I pull the ejection seat and the board all together? You know what I mean? A lot of good feedback. Hey, you've got it. You're natural. You're crazy, cuz you'll be fine. And I'm taking all this in, and some people will say random stuff, like they'll go out and they'll say, hey man, just grab the bulls by the horn, and I'm thinking to myself, being a very literal person, there's nothing I can grab on a bull that's going to help me at all. I've seen rodeos. The best you can do is 8 seconds, and that's if you're in the prime position in the beginning. You got no clown, you got no boots, you got no gloves, you know what I'm saying? If somebody ever tells you to grab a bull by the horns, you're better off reaching for the cattle prod instead. Some people will say, hey, just hit the ground running, just brrr, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, well, first off, if I have to hit the ground, that means I was probably flying, and then I was falling. By the time I hit the ground, I'm already at strike 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm already behind the power curve. So for me to hit the ground running, it's not an optimistic beginning, it's a hopeful recovery. So that makes me nervous. Other people say it's as easy as pie. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not a baker. You have no idea about pie. A good pie is difficult. It requires prep, planning, baking, then it has to cool, and then you have to chew it, and then you have to swallow it. You know what I'm saying? That's difficult. I think it's as easy as nails and as difficult as pie. You know what I mean? I'd rather whack my thumb with a hammer than burn myself on piping hot fruit filler. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. Pie is a burn hazard and a choke hazard, all kinds of stuff, it messes up their taste buds when you get burnt, and your Snickers taste like, cauliflower. It's just not good. People are also pretty random. So I get a lot of advice I can use, it's just really good stuff, and, it's just fortifying my set, making me confident. And then I get down to some of these random comments, they kind of slide in a little later on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking down through there, and I'm totally invested in all this feedback, And I get down there, and there's a comment, and it's random, and I tell you what, I can't make this up, okay? I get down there, and it says this. It says, you look like an old hippie. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I get the hippie part, I don't get the old part, you know what I mean? And then there was a period, there was another sentence, there was more, and this was even further away, more degrees of randomness, and it says, and I kid you not, it says, it's too cold outside for ice cream. Now, that has zero relation to what my set material was really about. You know what I'm saying? That's about 6 degrees of randomness, and that earns you one of those exploded head unicorn emojis as a response, because I got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff. Yeah.
All right, Bert. Well, thank you very much for answering the questions for the vloggers. And do you have any other closing comments before we sign off?
I gotta say, if you ever are aspiring to do something like that, if you're aspiring to be a comedian or to get into acting or something, get after it. You only come through here one time, you know what I mean? There's a chance that you're going to impress people if you're confident. Try to know your material. Try to know your audience. Reading the audience is very difficult. You need to have some hat tricks, because if the comedian in front of you doesn't have them laughing, you might not want to try that style, So it's difficult, but it's a challenge, and I'm digging it a lot. So you're gonna see more of me. I'm gonna get after these sets. If I can get 6 of them, then I will get to go and compete at the Funny Bone. Amongst other regional comedians and so forth, and I have to have a 5-minute TV clean set, okay? I'm pretty redneck, that's difficult, but a couple filters I put on, it should be okay. But if I win, I get to open for a national headliner. Pretty excited about it. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Y'all have fun.
Okay, everybody, have a great night.